Welcome back to Modaufy Garage, the first episode for 2022. And on today's episode, I'm going to be giving my Ford Falcon XR6 Turbo some love. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the cabin filter. Actually, I don't believe it's got a cabin filter in it. It's just got a mesh type thing. I'm going to put some oil in it, and I'm going to change the oil filter as well. So let's get to it. So what I do on my car, on this XR6 Turbo, the first thing for me to change the oil, what I do, undo the oil cap. And look, you might have a different way of doing things, but this is how I do it. And just take my dipstick out, and just put it to the side. I take my 15mm socket and just crack the sump, which shouldn't be too hard to do. Take it off and then make sure I've got my oil pan. Undo it and make sure you catch it. Always make sure to put cardboard on the garage floor. While your oil's draining, you can do this before or after, whenever you feel like doing it. It's probably a good idea to change the cabin filter. As I said, this car doesn't have one. From factory, it's got the plastic mesh thingy just to capture leaves. So all you do to change it, you open your glove box, there's a tab underneath, just push that down, and then this, it should just lift straight off. There we go, like so. And then I'll get down. Let's see if I can bring the camera in on this. So all I do here is undo this. Whoa, I can see the leaves and the rubbish coming out of there. So all I'm going to do now is replace it with a brand new filter. Take it out of its packaging. So all I'm going to do now is place the filter back inside. Like so. And Ryco have been so kind to give me another plate. It's a cover so I can put over the top. Alright, so I've put the new filter in now and the new face cover that went with it. So you can see this is the original part, it's one piece. The new filter had a separate filter and this front piece was separate. So all I did to put this in was you'll see these tabs underneath. You just move them to the side so they fit in between the plastic tabs that are on the car. Push it in. This part will have to go underneath a lip. This part will go underneath a lip on this side. And then all you do, once it's in and you've got into position, you just pull it to the side. These tabs should line up with the tabs on the car and you know it's all clipped in, good to go. So all I need to do now is putting the glove box lid back in, and it's really just the reversal process. Just got to see what these tabs do again. Just they clip in like that, push them down, and then the other one up, and that's it. The next step I need to do is take the oil filter off, and before I do that I have to reattach the sump plug, because once you do the oil filter, oil's going to drip down the side of the block. So you can use any tool you want here. I'm using one of these tools. Pretty much just grab it, and all I want to do at the moment is just release it, just so I can undo it by hand. I'm going to move the camera away now, because what I'm going to do, I can't do it by hand and need to put my oil drain pan underneath to catch all the oil now. And here's the old oil filter. So next step, I've removed the old oil filter, time to put a new oil filter in it. I decided, no, this time I'll try this Ryco Syntec range. Got it on special anyway. And the oil I'm using today is a Newlon 10W40 full synthetic. Now the reason why I'm using this, the car doesn't get driven a lot, mostly it's a garage queen at the moment. but it does meet the factory recommendations or specs, whatever you want to call it. So what I'll do, take the filter out of its box. I actually do like the black casing that it's in. Get the plastic off, and then what I do, I like to put some oil in the filter first. But everyone's got their own way of what they want to do, so just be careful and tip. Now I don't put that much in because the filter has to go on an angle to go back in the car. And while I've just got some oil around there, I'm just going to oil up the O-ring here, or the rubber seal. I'm sure everyone's got different names for it. That's it. What I'll go and do now is put this back underneath the car. I won't take a shot of it, but I'll tighten it up, put it in, and then we should be able to pour the oil in to go. Let's go. So the sun plug's done up, the oil filter is on now, so all that's left to do is fill the car back up. These are 5 litres, so I'll be able to drop one of these in completely, and then I think it takes around 6.5 to 7 litres for an empty fill, including oil filter. I've put 6 litres of oil into the car, so now I'm gonna just give it a quick start. I've put the oil cap back on and just turn the radio off, and we'll start it. So just waiting for that oil light up there to disappear, and it's gone, and that should be enough. So this is how I change the oil on my BF XR6 Turbo. It probably hasn't been done in about 3 years, but in saying that, it's only done about 1500 K, so there wasn't a rush to actually get it done, but I felt now's probably the time to do it. The car's done only about 82,000 K, so at the moment it's sitting it pretty much lives in the garage. There are a few jobs that I need to do on this car, so keep an eye out for future content in regards to that. If you like the video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more content from Modaufy Garage, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.